Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me again. As promised in my last video, I really wanted to share a review of a bag that I purchased just recently, and the bag in question is of course the LV Neverfull in the GM size. I've used it for about 2 months now, so I think I can share a few details. I can tell you what I think about the bag and why I actually think it's better to get the GM, the largest size in the Neverfull family, as opposed to the MM. So if you are maybe on the market for a new bag, or if you are wondering whether to get the MM or the GM, then of course just keep on watching. Right, so a little bit of backstory actually. I never really wanted one of these. It's never really appealed to me. I don't really love LV as a brand all that much. And I actually think this is my first LV item. I don't really think I own anything from the brand. But just recently, I kind of was on the market for a new travel bag. And I know for a travel bag, this might seem quite excessive. It's obviously quite an expensive piece. But I've used my Le Pliage for quite some time. I really loved it, but sometimes I felt that I could do with a little more space. I do love Le Pliage for traveling. It has a zip, it's super spacious, it's really comfortable on the shoulder as well, but I just felt that, especially if I was only going away for a night or 2 or 3, I could just do with a bag that could fit all my stuff and I wouldn't have to worry about taking hand luggage essentially on the plane, and that I could have all my stuff in a shoulder bag just like this. So I was looking for different tote bags, different options, and nothing was really appealing to me, to be honest. I was looking at the Go Yard, I really liked those, but I couldn't quite settle on the colour. I wanted something that was timeless, I wanted something that would work with any outfit, and obviously was going to last me a while. So finally I settled on the Neverfull. And then when I actually decided to pick up Neverfull, I wasn't sure whether to get the MM or the GM. I picked the GM for a few reasons, and I've actually watched quite a few YouTube videos because I didn't know what to do. And when I was browsing for a bag, so many times in my baskets, when I was then trying to make the purchase, I'd have the MM in my basket and I just wasn't sure whether it was the right decision. I just felt maybe it's too small. And of course, given that this was supposed to be a travel bag, I really wanted to be able to stuff it with all my items essentially. So I've picked the GM because with the Neverfull, you can actually cinch it right here. So these little tassels, I don't know if that's what they are, but these little ribbons, you can just tuck the sides. And actually, once you do that, the bag still looks really good. Now, if you do that with the MM, the bag really loses its shape. And I think it's just too small for it to look good. And exactly the same goes for the PM, so that's the smallest size. Whereas with this, the GM, as you can see, the sides are nicely tucked in. And the bag is still really shapely. And I think it just looks really good still. So as you can see, it's still a really nice bag. And once the sides are tucked in as well, it could actually transform into a day-to-day or a work bag even. So that's essentially why I chose to get the larger version. Now, in terms of the price difference, on the LV website, it's only quite minimal. The PM at the moment retails for $1,380. The MM retails for $1,430. And then this size retails for $1,470. So the price difference between all the bags is really minimal. So I wouldn't really pay that any mind. If you are already planning to spend this kind of money on a bag, then of course that difference doesn't really make any difference really. Now, I actually did not get this from the LV store purely because I think on the second-hand pre-loved market there are so many nice options and you can actually get a bag in a really nice condition for a really good price. So I would not trust vintage, even though I know that there is the verification process which you can pay extra for. I've just heard too many stories about vintage. I don't really know how legit it is. So I would definitely recommend you looking at websites like Vestiaire Collective or, gosh, there are so many. I'll make sure they're listed down below or somewhere on the screen right now. So you can actually get a bag that is, of course, authentic, that you are not getting scammed, and your money is totally safe. As for this bag, it was actually produced in 2015, so it's 10 years old, so I don't really know whether that classifies as vintage. I don't think so. But you can see the leather trims here, because that's actually the only leather part. This is not leather. This is actually a really durable canvas, but it's not leather. Only these trimmings here are real leather, so that's something to bear in mind, because lots of people think that this entire handbag is leather. That's not the case. As for this bag, inside is beige, and I really wanted something that was neutral and plain. They actually come in the nice red as well, but I just kind of preferred this neutral colour. The bag is reversible. I did try to do that. It's actually quite a pain, and I don't really love the way it looks, so I'll just wear it this way. Although, when I got this, I actually wondered whether it could double up as a beach bag. And I know it's a fancy beach bag, of course, but I think this colour, it's kind of giving holiday to me anyway. And of course it comes with this little, I think it's a pochette, if I remember correctly. You can put your phone or your cash or passport if you're traveling, anything that's kind of a little bit more valuable in here. And of course it comes with a little zip, and the bag overall has just one huge compartment and then a little pocket at the side here, again with a zip. It's actually quite a big pocket, so I usually put my phone in there, just so I can always reach for it easily. At the moment, I've only got my purse in there. This is actually a YSL purse, which I got in 2016, 2017. I've used it so much. I don't love it anymore. As you can see, it's really messy. I don't love it anymore, but there's nothing wrong with it, so I don't think I'll be getting a new one when this is still quite functional and it still does the job. There's no rips, or it's still in really good condition, so I'll just keep it until it needs replacing. But as for the Neverfull, it then just comes with this little clasp, so you can keep it closed, and then you can stuff it with all of your belongings. Now you might be wondering why I went for the monogram if I'm not big on LV. I think out of all the Neverfull colours, so out of this one, the white one, and obviously the chocolate brown, is it the Ebene? I think that's what it is. I just preferred this one the most, and I just really wanted something that was timeless, and I think this is. So hopefully I'll be able to use this bag for many, many years to come. I have actually noticed that on the pre-loved market, this style is probably one of the only styles that really keeps its value. It's definitely the most expensive out of all the other versions or models in the LV Neverfull family. And like I said, I really just preferred this anyway. The only other thing I wanted to mention is that LV came up with a few new versions or models of the LV just recently, so you can get lots of different colours and lots of different styles. I actually really like the one that's black and it's reversible again, so you can actually have like a really plain black tote, or you can again have the monogram version if that's what you are more into. But it is a little bit more expensive. I think that one is about £2,000 if I remember correctly. And because it is a new collection, you can't really find them on the pre-loved market. In terms of how much I paid for mine, it was about £9.50 I think, and like I said, I paid a little bit extra for the Vestiaire Collective authentication process, which honestly took about a week. So I was really pleased with that, and of course I am definitely enjoying the bag so far. I cannot wait to take it on my next trip, which is just next week. So of course I'll be sure to tell you how I get on with it when I travel, but like I said, when I've had it over the last 2 months, it's been my go-to. It's so handy, and it's actually so nice to have a bag with a little more space as well, because all of my bags, all the bags in my collection at the moment are quite small. Yeah, so it's nice to have like a really cool, durable, versatile tote. But this now completes the video. If you've got any questions, then of course make sure to drop them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like the video, and I really hope to see you in my next one.